Um, well, hi everybody. Yes, I'm very excited about this. This is it's a super easy recipe and one of my very favorites. And I hope you can see me. I'm going to put this down because you see less of me and more. Uh, is that okay? Good? Yes, thank you. I say less of me and more of the products here, but I'm going to be using my Power Chef today, and hopefully all of you have one of these. This is I don't know how I would even cook anymore without it. I love it so much. And this Power Chef is really like a small food processor. I have a large one, and I'll tell you, I hate getting it out because actually it um, it's so heavy and it's hard to clean and all of that. This makes cleanup a snap. It has a great little grip here on the bottom so it doesn't walk across the counter. The top comes off and it has two attachments. One is the blade, and the blade is very, very sharp. So I always tell everybody, make sure that you put that guard back on the blade even when it's dirty, because you don't want this to fall down in your dishwater and then you reach for it because it will cut you. So you don't want that to happen. So we have a blade here, and we also have a paddle. And the paddle is wonderful for things like pancake mix, instant pudding, whipped cream, all kinds of things, anything, a cake mix, things that you would mix. And this gives great loft to whatever you put in there, because meaning that it makes it really fluffy. So this is a wonderful attachment. But tonight we're going to be using the blades, and I'm going to set them down in here. There's a lot of other great things to know about this. Of course, the clear outside lets you see perfectly inside whether or not what you're chopping up is at the consistency that you like. There are even markings on here. I'm not really sure you can see it, but there are markings on here that give you volume. So you'll know if somebody says, you have to add a cup of water, it's really easy to do that. Well, and it has a great, oh, I forgot to bring out the funnel. I can't believe I did that. There's a little funnel that fits right down in here. So if you need to add things at the end, sometimes you need to drizzle in a little bit of flavoring, or you need to drizzle in a little bit of oil. It makes it really easy when you use the funnel. And I apologize, I didn't bring out my funnel. So, but it also, when you don't need the funnel, which I don't tonight, you can close it really well so that when you're using it, no problem with anything splashing up out of there. So we are going to make hummus tonight. I've already opened my my can of garbanzos, so it doesn't look like it, does it? It's because I used our great can opener. So they're open and they're rinsed and they're ready to go. But the first thing I need to do is I need to add my little garlics. So I'm going to put my garlics in here. Normally I'd probably use my smaller one, but we're just going to do this tonight because I want to show you how easy it is. So there you go. There's the garlic all chopped up. So it's ready to go in. Now we just add the garbanzos. Pretty simple, one can, and like I said, I just rinse them. They're all, but here is the piece de resistance. You always have to add some tahini, and this takes 3 tablespoons of tahini. And all tahini is it's sesame butter, just like you'd have peanut butter or almond butter or anything like that. This is sesame butter, and it takes 3 tablespoons of sesame butter to put in here. And I'm going to get that out, and it is kind of the consistency of peanut butter, that kind of thing. So have to get it all out, and I use my saucy silicone spatula. Sure helps me get every little bit out of there. You can see that. So I'm going to put that down in there. Then I add my my seasonings, and the seasonings, there are 3 things it calls for: salt, cumin, and curry. And it says 1/8 of a teaspoon of each one. And I already measured it out. I used my great, my teaspoons here. But it calls for 1/8 of a teaspoon of each one. But I'm going to be honest with you. I think it needs a little more salt. So I have 1/2 teaspoon of salt in here. So, and eighth of a teaspoon of the curry and the cumin in there. And then, in order to make it really yummy, this is what makes it the best. You have to add some lemon. So I'm going to use my little bar board here. I hope that you can see this. And if you don't have a bar board, I don't know, for some of you, I know you have big, beautiful countertops, and you certainly don't want to cut them up or mar them in any way. This bar board is just so handy. I mean, it fits right down into a drawer so easily. Just pop it right in and pop it right out. And it's there when you need it. So I'm going to use that, cut my little lemon here, and then of course our zester. Again, this is a must-have in every kitchen. Oh, this lemon smells so good. It's just delicious. But if you don't have one of our lemon zesters, you need one of these desperately. Now I'm going to just show you first how this works. First, you put the lemon in upside down. Yes, upside down, just like that. So, and now you can just press it and look at all the juice that you get out of that. It makes it so simple and so easy just to get all of the juice out. And then it's inverted. Let me get my little thing here. So it just takes all the juice out. And then if you need some zest, well, I'll do that in a second. I'm going to put the other half in here. It's designed to, it has these little holes in the bottom. I'm not sure you can see those holes, but you can see them. Oh, good. The little holes in the bottom catch all the seeds. So you don't have to worry about the seeds falling down into your recipe. You just press it and all of the juice just comes right out. Makes it so easy. And it doesn't matter, it works the same whether you're using lemons or limes, doesn't really matter. They both come out the same way. Now, if you needed a little bit of zest for your recipe, this one doesn't, but if you did, it makes it so easy because it has a little zester here right in the top. And what works so great about that is if you've ever had to zest a lemon or anything before, you know that it's going everywhere. It's all over. But instead, it has this little well, and the little well, I don't know if you can see my lemon zest in there, but I don't know, maybe it's not. Let me put a little more in there. So because it's easy to do, but it captures all of the zest. So instead of flying all over your cabinet or all over your counter and you trying to scrape it up so that you have enough for your recipe, it captures it. Can you see now? Now I think it's easier to see. Is that easier to see? Okay, good. And so it captures it. Now, when you're using your spoons, you can scoop out, you know exactly what you need. So it's perfect. It makes it really, really easy to get exactly the amount that you need. I love this thing. And I mean, of course, it's great for this, but just margaritas, just saying, makes wonderful margaritas. Now let's put the top back on this. It just sits on so nicely. And then you just, oh, one more thing I forgot. Oops, sorry. Ooh, I knew I was going to forget this. Sorry, but I forgot. I need a little bit of water. And I like to put in just enough. And this is cold water. Don't know why I like it. I just think cold water works best. So you want it just enough so that it comes up here. Okay. And I'm going to put it back on again. And here we go. And just a few pulls. And now, just like your food processor would, this makes it so nice and smooth. So now everything is in there. Of course, I've talked about this, so it took me a little bit longer, but there you have it. Isn't that just, it's ready to go. It's get my chips out and I'm ready to eat it. So there you have it. I mean, just as simple as that. I want to tell you one more thing about this, and then I'm going to sign off. This little motor, it works really well. It actually comes apart. You can stick a spoon or something. You shouldn't use your knife, but a spoon right here. Woo! And it comes apart. So it makes it easy to clean. This is the dirty part. This you can put right in your dishwasher. Now this stays clean and dry. So all the time, the little thing for your motor here always stays clean and dry. So just a little hint. A lot of people don't even know that that will happen, that it comes apart, but it makes it great for easy cleaning, and so you don't have to worry about it. Everything can go in the dishwasher. I better never find mine in the dishwasher because I use it so much, 2 or 3 times a day. So it's like I just rinse it and make it ready for the next one. So there you have it, a little bit of hummus, a little something with our Power Chef, and of course, a little something too with our Zest and Press. So
I love it. How many of you have never made hummus?